The stones of this ancient tower have been blackened by centuries-old fires. Surrounded by a patch of wildflowers, it looks like a memorial.
Politics, infighting, greed, and a shrine to Margaret as well. Her clergy belongs there.
A door to get in there. I don't want to get inside the Ducal Palace yet. Let's not get inside anything right now. Let's just...
Oh my.
Let's just explore the street around this place. And we'll go back to Copper Lane because we have a few things we haven't done. We haven't visited like the temple, well, the place where the dozen are, the hall of whatever. We haven't been there. The Valiant
All
Embassy.
Circling feet heading nowhere.
Okay. Is there anything here? The answer is no. So it's possible to enter the keep, but up to a point. Yeah, after that you need to enter the actual place. Okay, let's go here. Yeah, we've got to go back to Copper Lane, because there's the places for the dozen, there's the guy that gave us the quest for the catacombs. Although, we can't talk to him yet, because we haven't figured out where the lady is. Well, you know what? Let's go here. Let's go to Caden Nua. Because there's the steward needs to speak with us. So we'll talk to her first, and we'll go back to Copper Lane.
It's very nice. We're not being...
There's a messenger in my hall. Apparently.
Laying low.
Greetings, my lady. I bear an urgent message from Chancellor Warren of Defiance Bay. He requests that you meet him at your earliest convenience in the Ducal Palace. Your claim on Caden Nua has been called into question by the Gatbin family. Earl Badamar has issued a ruling on the matter, but both you and Lord Gatbin must be present. Tell me about this Lord Gatbin. An old Aedarin lineage, I believe. He looks around the Great Hall. The former lord of the stronghold, a distant relative of Lord Gatbin, allied himself with the losing side during the War of Defiance. Who's Chancellor Warren? He's an arbiter of legal matters for Earl Badamar of the Grasps. Caden Nua is mine. The Gavin family disagrees. As your claim is not based on lineage, an official ruling is required to remedy this dispute. I'll go meet him then. Chancellors will await you in the records room of the Ducal Palace in the first fires. The messenger bows, then strides away. I'm not giving away my castle, just saying. My lady, you receive a letter.
You've received a letter. Delivered with some urgency, as it happens. I thought the messenger might swoon, poor dear. It's from Stalwart. Apparently the mayor, Renengild, has heard of your success here at Cadnua, and hopes you can be of aid to her people as well.
What does Renengild want?
Stalwart is a mining community, and at one time they enjoyed a great deal of influence. Renengild hopes to reclaim old glories, I expect. It seems she's intent on gaining access to Durgan's battery. And she's offering quite the reward to anyone who can get inside.
A reward, she says, for getting into the battery. That's a reward of its own, surely.
What is Durgan's battery?
The dwarves of the battery fashioned Durgan steel, and with it they crafted the finest arms and armor the Dyrwood has ever known. But the keep has been abandoned for centuries, and none remain that know their secrets. There are many legends concerning the battery. As the Earl told it, the dwarves fought amongst themselves, each seeking to use the battery to further his or her own ambitions. Greed and cruelty brought down the battery, and now the spirits of those same dwarves roam the halls. Whatever happened, the battery has been impenetrable ever since. A shame. I don't doubt that there are great treasures still within those halls.
Perhaps I'll pay Stalwart a visit.
Oh, just think! The greatest of the dwarven strongholds, ours to explore!
I should mention that among those rumored to have answered Renengild's summons is a certain group I believe you may have an interest in. Followers of Woodica, intent on reaching Stalwart and the battery. I do not know what they seek there, but I thought it worth mentioning, given your interest in the ruins at Defiance Bay. Now that I've delivered Renengild's message, there is also a local matter of some concern, my lady. A mercenary band has been sighted to the northeast. I believe they mean to take Consul Hot's tower, and I don't expect the Archmage will go quietly.
Consul Hot's one of the greatest wizards of our generation.
Aloth fidgets and flutters, vacillating between anxiety and excitement. He appears to be at a loss for words.
The Torn Bannermen are a deadly fighting force, and Consul Hot himself has sent many travelers to their graves. I would caution you to stay clear of the region if you do travel to the White March. It's not that I doubt your courage, my lady, but Consul Hot alone boasts power of a different scale altogether to those foes you have faced thus far. Given more time, perhaps you will match him. If the Bannermen succeed in their efforts, I fear they may turn their attention to Cadnua. I will keep you apprised of the situation, my lady.
Who is Consul Hot?
A famed archmage. I am given to understand that the Brackenberry Sanitarium puts much stock in his work, as regards the manipulation of the soul. His spells are widely circulated. But he is poorly regarded in many circles. Some call him a madman, or else cruel and barbarous. He must be very old by now. Perhaps that is why the Torn Bannermen believe they can best him.
Do you know anything else about these mercenaries?
Little enough, I'm afraid. The Torn Bannermen are well supplied and well organized, and there are rumors that they are backed by an unknown benefactor. They have proved remarkably effective in the past, and they are certainly a threat now.
Okay.
Safe travels, my lady.
We got some experience from that. Man, that's cool. Cragholt's Bluffs, the White Marsh. Durforge Village. Where's Stalwart? That way, perhaps? Oh, it's here. So, Stalwart and the tower are both part of the White March expansion. So I don't go there yet. No, the tower is here. Stalwart is in the expansion. Okay.
I feel sorry for whoever has to clean up this place.
Copper Lane. Man, quests are like raining on us right now. So many quests. So many quests. It's kind of crazy. Okay, we have to go here. We've never been in that here, like past the merchants.
On the hunt.
Okay. The shields have been battered and scarred in long ago battles. Okay, what is this? I know what this house is. Langdon and Dirty Rigber, Daisy, Surica, and Sleg. Right, everyone knows the plan? Up the wall and in the window. Grab the jewel from the pit. Pretty little lord. We got it. Listen, dwarf. If I have to... Langdon, we have company. Greetings. The dwarf eyes you suspiciously and hides his pistol behind his back. You, looking for someone? Because this isn't the best. Langdon rounds on the dwarf. Idiot, they're probably with the Crucible Knights. You've made a grave mistake coming here. He raises his blade. Bro, we're not with a Crucible. Holy shit. We're not with them, man. Let's get Slag. No, move here. Do it now.
That's it. I have it. That's it.
Oh shit. Never mind. Kill it. Bro, what was that about?
Light, flame, and sound. We'll kill ourselves.
Some money. And I don't know what these guys were. They were planning on robbing somebody. Thieves' Letter. Our contact inside Raymond Manor will leave a second-story window ajar. He's confirmed the location of the Heart of the White March in a hidden chamber. Get your crew together and head to Brackenbury before Lord Raymond moves the jewel. More stuff about the White March. That's pretty interesting. Tell somebody about the plot. Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah?
On the hunt.
A few bedroll and spare tunics are bundled in the corner. Long jagged tears slice across the garden scene in this painting.
Consider it done. Give me a real challenge.
A bloodstone. House Dominel. The Dominel story is colorful and violent, exciting and more than a little bloody. Okay. Oh yeah, we've read about these before. Yeah, I remember.
Isn't this something?
Muddy boot prints and splotches of ale stain the bedsheet. Right, and also, because I was almost forgetting, guys, we're going to read about another god. So we've read about Abaddon, which again is the god of golems. Barath, which is the god of death. And now we're going to read about Eothas, god of rebirth, redemption, dawn, spring, and light. Traditionally shown as a man bearing a candle and wearing a silver crown. Believed to have possessed the body of the Red Saren farmer Waidwen during the Saints' War and been destroyed along with Waidwens at the end of the war.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Can you really kill the god of rebirth, though? Sounds wrong. Feels like that's not something you should be able to do.
Have you ever chased a skirt wizard? Or do you merely hide behind them?
Don't pawn your personal problems off on me.
They will use you, cast you off when it suits them. Never speak another word to you.
Maybe they just don't answer to fiery whore.
Wow. The den. Anything here? No? Okay, let's get inside.
The dozens may not like us foreigners much, but they certainly don't mind taking our coin.
Mm-hmm. Hey there.
Oh. Bendon Lear, a well-groomed man, steps through the hall with a confident swagger, a smug grin etched on his face. He is flanked by 5 other hard-looking individuals. One of his companions eyes you for a moment before spitting chew at your feet. Another pup come wandering in, I see. Just know that Baron's giant slayers run things around here and you'll be fine. Never heard of him. His eyes narrow. You have now. Stick around Defiance Bay and you will again. Plenty of bounties to go around, but there is a reason the giant slayers get the lion's share. Remember that. When a voice bellows across the hall. Enough, Jabber, Bine. You gonna do the job or talk about it? His jaw tightens. Wenon's right. The coin ain't going to collect itself. He looks at his comrade and jerks his chin towards the door. See you around, pup. I could take him. I'm sure.
Don't stand on ceremony. State your business.
This rough-looking man glances at you briefly as he scans the mercenaries milling around the room. Tell me about the dozen. Wenon's expression becomes serious, the timbre of his voice deepening. Good men and women trying to walk in the footsteps of great men and women who came before us. We're loose associations of warriors and expeditionaries in the Dyrwood. Not as fancy as the Crucible Knight, mind you, but at least we remember our roots. Hey, Zex, thank you so much for that raid, man. And thanks for that host also. I don't know why there's no alert, but dude, thank you very much. I do appreciate it. Can I get a caster command from Zekriox, please? Leonard, if you could, that'd be awesome. At least they remember someone else's root and pretend to be like them, he means. Your roots? The Crucible Knights take pride in having won the Dyrwood's freedom 150 years ago, but we're the ones who've protected it. Everyone knows that the Saints' War ended when the God Hammer destroyed Waidwen at Evendur Bridge. A lot of folks don't know how Waidwen wound up on that bridge. 7 men, 5 women. They walked out of Algot Citadel and faced down a god, held him there until the bomb went off. He thumbs the table. That's the legacy we defend. Some call us mercenaries, but we don't need matching armor and silky cloaks to remember our roles. Got done streaming. Awesome, dude. Yeah, I think Leonard's not around right now. Hold on. I'll get you, dude. There we go. Guild Wars 2, awesome, man. How was your stream, by the way? We're the same now as we were then. We stand for the people, first line of defense, whatever it takes. We got new enemies now. If it's not Waidwen, it's his damn legacy. It's the damn soul butchers in Brackenbury making things worse on all of us. Probably caused the whole thing one way or another. Well, we haven't gone anywhere, and there's a lot more than 12 of us now. We defended Dyrwood once, we'll do it again. Wenon casually nods your way. His eyes continue to float from mercenary to mercenary as he speaks. What else do you need? Looking for work.
Go see Osric. He's usually got something. You do well for him, maybe I can find you more.
He looks you up and down. Finally, he points to a man leading drills.
Laying low.
Awesome, dude. It's pretty darn cool.
Yeah?
I see where you're going
Give me
with
a
that.
real challenge.
Margaret's fire casts light in dark places.
Daggers marks the location of various Engwithan ruins. Notes posted around the map lists bets on current expeditions. Pretty good, Zach. Pretty darn good. The outer band of his target are pocked with countless holes. Arrows are for practice in the expedition hall only. Purchase weapons for exceptional use from Sonild. No exception. Osric. The edges of these swords have been blunted for practice. Someone scrawled Commander Clever across his dummy in chalk.
For the last time, Aidwig, keep your fucking blade up. If that dummy was armed, it'd have your head off.
This man watches the training adventurers with a disinterested contempt of someone whose skills are wasted in this setting. He barks at one of them. Tell me about the expedition hall. It's treasure hunting, plain and simple. Sponsors put up money, hire adventurers to explore the wilds, looking for ruins mostly. If they come back alive, they split the spoils. If not, it's because they handled their weapon like this slot in front of me, who might as well be digging their own graves right now. Got business with me? Yeah, I'm looking for work.
You want an expedition? Talk to Wenin. I just handle these mercenary shit shovelers. Adventurers, I mean.
Wenin clears his throat in the background and Osric's mouth puckers. Although he sizes you up, I do have something I need done. Something that requires... He cleanses sidelong at an adventurer flailing away helplessly at a dummy. Competence. What do you need done?
I was formerly one of the Knights of the Crucible. When I left, they kept my arms and armor. The arms they can have, but the armor belonged to my family. I'd like it back.
Why don't you just go ask for it back?
No. Oh, they'd like that, I'm sure. But I won't be going. Sooner be torn apart by dogs than give them the satisfaction.
Doesn't sound like leaving the Crucible Knights was your choice.
You don't choose to leave knighthood. The Crucible Knights, they may not be a real knighthood, but the oaths you swear are just as true. Still, turns out that even unofficial knighthoods have politics. You cross the wrong man, suddenly all kinds of accusations are thrown your way, and nobody believes you.
Nothing more destructive than a crowd with the wrong idea. What's this armor?
It's a breastplate. Not much to look at, and it's seen far too much use, but it's been in my family since the liberation.
I'll see what I can
And
do.
it's Penhelm you're looking for. A low snake of a man. If he was to die choking on his own black tongue, it'd be too kind a fate. He kept it when he had me kicked out.
He nods with a trace of gratitude. He leans in closer. I got word from a reliable source that Penhelm visited the forger in Undra's Gift right after having his soul lineage read by a cipher in Durnrid Row. Should you have it in your heart to find a way to ruin his life while you're there, well, drinks on me. I think his soul lineage read.
It's a requirement to join the Knights. They have to ensure a novitiate doesn't have a subversive lineage. If Penhelm's superiors found out his affidavit was a fake, his career would be over. Every novitiate gets an affidavit from Dunreed Row, and those are stored at Crucible Keep. If you find Penhelm's, one of those ciphers could tell you if it's real.
Okay. Well then.
Laying low.
We'll find that armor, sir. I'm all for that. Also, I hate that kind of stuff, like things about lineage.
Hey there.
Okay, I'm gonna save. Let's try that.
Consider it done. There. What did I tell you?
Nah, it's not worth it. Although, getting the XP was worth it.
Hail and well met.
The woman looks up from polishing a dagger. I haven't seen you before. You headed out with an expedition company. She raises an eyebrow. Or are you betting on one? How long have you worked at Admet's Den? She leans on the countertop and drums her fingers. Oh, a few years. I got in the minute the last merchant cleared out. She nods towards the main area of the hall. They've got new expedition venturing out every week, so this is a great place to do business. And the dozens make loyal friends and loyal customers, so long as you stick by them. She taps the counter. The vendor who was here before me, they ran him out when he sold his best helms to a pair of Crucible Knights. I've been careful not to make the same mistake. Tell me about the expeditions. They're a group of adventurers that venture into the wilderness, more than a few of them that try their luck scouring the ruins. Most of them come back empty-handed, if they come back at all. Betting on them is almost as risky as actually going, but that's how the expeditions get funded, and every once in a while one of the adventuring company will strike it big and make a fortune for their backers. Can I buy something? I'm afraid not. See, the dozens only do business with me so long as I only do business with them, and they're good customers. She jerks her thumb at the door, but if you get on Osric Good's side, he could make an exception for you. He's probably training some of the new recruits right now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that makes
Nice
sense.
and quiet.
That makes perfect sense. Wow, this room is empty?
Consider it done.
Nobody's guarding it.
There.
Then
What
I will
did
take
tell you?
what's mine.
I see where you're going with that.
Give me a real challenge.
Geological map. This map marks area of geological activity in the Deerwood and Air Glenfath. Of note is a description of a cavern where molten rock flows within a deep chasm. Okay.